Well, hello everyone, it's Shalia. Welcome back to my channel. Well, I finally finished my Disney park that I had been working on for about a month now. And with that being said, Mickey and I are going to give you a tour. But before we do that, I just wanted to tell you about some things I did differently than what the parks actually look like. Obviously, y'all know that if we're going to build a more real to life park, we're going to need at least a full biome or two to work with. I did not have that luxury, so instead I built my park half based on Disney reality and half based on my personality and imagination. I also chose sunset because when I was young, I don't want to say I was a kid. I was in my early teens, so I guess I was a kid. My bestie and I used to spend our summers at Hershey Park. We would be there from the time the park opened until the time it closed, at least 3 times a week. And sunset was my absolute favorite time to be there. So without further ado, let's go check it out. So I just love walking through this little entrance area. I actually have 2 entrances. One leads to the shops in the castle and the other leads to Toy Story Land. And we are going to check out Toy Story Land just before we end the night and set off fireworks. Yes, we're going to have fireworks. It's going to be so cool. You got to wait to see this. It's awesome. But if you look here, I do still have part of my forest still available. Like it's still all set up for my houses and everything else. I didn't want to mess with that area, but you can see my little It's a Small World back there. I'm so excited. It's only a small world base, so you're not going to be able to really see much. But check this out as we walk through the entrance. Is this neat or what? I absolutely love this. I don't know. I can't help it. I just love it. I know I built it, but I still love it, which is really all that matters when you build something, right? You need to love it. Just look at this view. I put this Mickey fountain right here. I know this normally would be like a street that heads straight to the castle, but I wanted this and I didn't know what else to do with it. And it would have looked really plain had I just put an asphalt street the whole way up through the middle. I also couldn't put houses on both sides, but I did manage to get snack machines. So everybody that comes right into the park can have their snacks. They can have their pretzels. And over there in that corner, that's my Toy Story Land, but we're not going to visit that quite yet. But these houses here on the right, there should be houses on both sides, like buildings, shops. Obviously, the way I built this, it's up against the river. I could not put shops on both sides. So these shops over here, what I loved about these little Tudor homes is that they reminded me so much of Hershey Park. Whenever, I don't think it's like this anymore, and I haven't been there probably in 20 years, but whenever you walk down in to where, you would go through the entrance, it was all little Tudor buildings. They were adorable, which is why I chose these buildings here for the actual entrance. And oh my goodness, I left my crafting table out. Hey, at least it's a nice one, right? That couldn't have been affected by the invisible items, right? That would have been nice if that would have just disappeared on me. But yeah, I really like how this turned out. I think it's beautiful from this angle as well. And of course, we could not have a Disney park without having Walt and Mickey and the Dream Castle. And then I just did a little ornaments around. Like I used the figment topiaries in the centers of those little areas. I know the rides aren't right here, but I put them there anyway because I love them and I had no more room. I had nowhere else to put them. Once I did Toy Story Land, it was over. There was nothing more I could do. And of course, I did put the Ferris wheel in here because I just like the Ferris wheel. And if we walk over here, we do have a kiosk. So I did not forget to put a kiosk. I just didn't put very many. And over here, when we start walking this way, this is actually, it's a small world. It's not perfect, obviously, since I don't really have anything on the other side of it except for another living area. But I did put a dinghy here because It's a Small World is a boat ride. And maybe someday I'll do something with this. I don't know. If you guys have ideas for me for It's a Small World for this little section, maybe just right around the river, leave them in the comments. I'd love to try to use your suggestions. That was my makeshift It's a Small World. All right, I do want to give you a sneak peek of what I've done behind the castle. So you guys know, if you've ever been to a Disney park, they always put off fireworks at night, right? Every night there's fireworks. That's what that is. I have them all set up and ready to go. And at the end of this night, I am going to show you how we're going to keep them going for longer than normal. And then over here, if we go around back, we've got just a little courtyard. Back in the Toy Story Land area, I did put some tables and chairs and made that like a little cafe area. Eventually, I am going to do the buildings inside. I haven't done that yet, but I do want to make them into some kind of a little shop. So when I get that done, I'll probably do Maybe I'll show you the build or maybe I'll just do the tour again of just the 3 buildings. But, that'll come in time. I'm not worried about that right now. So, yeah, this is our main entrance to the castle. What do you think so far? I am very happy with it. I am very happy with the way it turned out. Now, over here, we do have our Toy Story Land, but we are not going to go in this way. I want to go in through the other entrance. So let's do that quick because I think this is great how we can go into this side. And then it's like a totally different park. So as we walk in, you can see we have our Toy Story Land. Now, it's obviously not the same as a Toy Story Land in Disney, but I had to work with something, right? This is what I had to work with. So this is what I did. I used the fencing. I know we don't have a big Woody, so we couldn't put Woody out there welcoming everyone in. So I just put Buzz's suit there. And I think it turned out cute. And honest to God, I got so tired of making that path. I just used the asphalt path for that area. I was like, I just have to save some time. But yeah, I never thought I was going to use those Tinker Toy statues, but here I am using them. And we have the Slinky Dog ride. Honest to God, I really wish that was more of a roller coaster than what it is. I think that would have been really cool. I get why they didn't do that because, it would have been way too big, right? But what if it came in pieces and we could put it together and make our own roller coaster? What do you guys think? Wouldn't that be exciting? Honestly, don't hold your breath for that. I doubt it'll ever happen. And of course, we've got our Toy Story recycling bin, which I think these are so cute. So I'm glad they gave those to us. And the balls, I got balls everywhere. And those building blocks, the letter blocks, I got them everywhere. And I love this Pizza Planet. I'm so glad I got my hands on it. And I don't even know if that's in Toy Story Land, but I thought it went perfect here. And then, of course, we got our alien rides and all the little aliens back here. And we have our refreshment stand, even though they call it an ice cream stand, that it doesn't sell ice cream. Whatever, I'm fine with that. Yeah, it turned out really cute. I'm very, very happy with this. And basically, all I did was just throw stuff around. All right, and then we have our little chair here with another ball, and we got our popcorn machine. And back here, I did make seating. Just a little area. I probably could add on to that if I wanted to, but I'm not sure what I'm doing with all those buildings yet, so I thought I'd just keep it mild for now. Yeah, and that's my Toy Story Land. I really liked it. Obviously, you can see I didn't have room for anything else. It was either I had to stick to a theme or just throw things in there, and I thought a theme would be better. So, of course, now that we're done with the tour and we want to go set off fireworks, it starts to rain. And what happens when it rains and you have fireworks planned? They get postponed. So what I'm going to do is we're going to walk back there. We are going to wait a little bit. You won't even notice the wait and wait till it stops raining. And then we will go ahead and set these off and I'll show you how to do it so that they last a little bit longer. Well, all right, the rain has finally stopped. It did rain for like a good half hour in my game. So if you guys did not get your hands on these fireworks, they were in the premium shop a couple weeks ago, so I'm sure they will come back out. You'll just have to be patient until they come back out. And if you did miss them, I'm so sorry because these are awesome. What we're going to do here is we are going to start hitting these things at least 2 times each. I hit them 4 times, and that makes them seem to last even longer than hitting them twice. But if you'll see here, I'm just going from right to left, and that's how they will go out too, from right to left. So you could even change it up and start in the middle and go to the sides and whatever you want to do. But you'll see here that this is going to last for about 1.5 minutes, almost 2 minutes. And obviously to get them to last that full 1.5 minutes, you do have to have a bunch of them going off at the same time because then it gives the illusion that they're all still going off. I don't want to misguide you on this. If you only have one, it may not work. Let me just tell you that. You just saw how many I had. So you know that's about what you need if you want them to last for a long time. But look how beautiful this is. This is like the perfect ending to a Disney park evening. I just love it. I'm so happy that I set those up because that was like a last minute thing. I was like, let's try this. That would be perfect behind the castle because that's what they do. And there you are. It did turn out to be perfect. And I thank every single one of you for following along and making it this far into the video so that you could see these fireworks with me and enjoy them. And it's been just over 1 minute and these things are still going strong and there doesn't look like an end in sight. That's because for the next 30 seconds, they are going to keep doing this and slowly they're going to start to stop, from right to left how I started them. Let me know in the comments if you guys are going to go set up a whole bunch of these and try this out yourself because it is very awesome. And if you didn't get it, are you going to be looking for them in the next premium shop and buying them then? Are you going to save up your moonstones for these? I think they're worth it. I think you should do that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do so hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys all next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.